Alright, and I'm back. This is the ladder that I kept passing by earlier. Awesome Geodude. Come on out, Marlowe Briggs. Like, only a handful, only a handful of people are gonna watch this. I've never actually played Marlowe Briggs in the Mask of Death. I've seen a playthrough of it. Looks pretty good. I'm not gonna pick it up because I don't have any more hard drive space in my Xbox. I don't know. I like how they kept this with the just straight flat sides to the. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Straight flat sides to the to this cave, because that's what it did in the original. But comparison, yeah. I'll try. I hate Leech Life so much. It's so bad, and it's not like the grass versions. Oh, Stun Spore. Yeah, I need to not dick around with Paris then. I think I only have one Paralyzed skill line. I don't want to go back again. Oh, that's the worst when you get like 5 steps further than you did when you left, and then you have to go back again, and it's like, why? What does that accomplish? I'm honestly not a huge fan of, oh no, I can't use it from that screen. Oh man, I've been so spoiled by X and Y. But I like how they have these kind of sheer things, and it's a TM. I'm gonna fight that Rocket Trainer in a bit. Hey, a Clefairy. Too bad I can't catch you. But at least I can use fighting moves on you, and it'll do damage. Oh, thank you, Vital Spirit. Oh, that is fantastic. So good. It's like Insomnia. Love. I know it makes the world go round, but like, I need to kick you. Powerpuff Girls was great. It was good. It still is good. Oh, is that not? No, the TM I think is in the other one. Alright, let's fight this guy who's gonna have like a Zubat or a Rattata or like an Ekans. I'm not a huge fan with how much they limit the bad guy. Oh, he has a Sandshrew. I'm not a huge fan on how much they limit the bad guy rosters in some of these games. Ha! Choose ground. I choose a flying type. Like, especially in the more recent ones, they're very limited. Like, that was the worst part of Black and White. It's like, oh, another Glameow or Purloin or, what was it? What was the dog one that they had? The one that became Harridair. Alright, Zaphod leveled up. Awesome. As did Daryl. I love it when I get the two to level up. Poison Powder. Yes. What do I want to get rid of for Poison Powder? Tackle. Because fuck Tackle. Poison Powder's great. Like no joke. Poison Powder, and then like you do damage no matter what you do. Especially in a game where you're not like going for, you know, perfect. Oh, this is my championship Magikarp team. I'm sure someone did that. Just walked in with 6 Magikarps and walked away. I know there was the one strategy where you took a Rattata at level 1 that had the egg move, Endeavor, and then Quick Attack, and they also had a Focus Sash. And so when your opponent, who's inevitably at level 100, hit them, they would go down to 1 HP. Use Endeavor on the first turn, which would bring the opponent down to 1 HP, and then Quick Attack to get that priority off. But that, you know, obviously it's not very viable under certain conditions, like especially anything involving damaging weather. Alright, let's get out of here. Was that star piece worth it? Probably. You can always use more money. Oh, fuck you, Paris! The Pokemon, not the French city. You know, fuck the French city as well. Fuck the Texas city too, like all of it. So one interesting thing about Paris that's actually kind of dark is that it's based off of a fungus that actually does grow on insects like that. And what it does, it eventually grows into the bug's nervous system and compels it to climb to the highest place it can so that the fungus can release spores. So when your Paris evolves into Parasect, it's actually a completely mindless insect with being controlled by a plant. Which is why Paris and Parasect are actually bug grass. Because it's that combined relationship between well, not relationship, but it's the combination between the mind control fungus and the bug. I would kind of like to see some more symbiotic relationship Pokemon in this game, to be honest. Yeah, Brock is definitely not the last gym leader to help excavate fossils. If you know about Generation 4 and Rourke, which is such an awkward name to say. Like, if you're actually named Rourke, like, whatever, but you should change your name to something that I can pronounce easier. Like James, which as everyone knows is the worst form of Jacob. Just making all the... Like, I do that at work. I'll just make, like, an obscure joke to someone, and they'll just look at me like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? And then I'll just laugh and laugh and laugh, because that was entirely the point. Basically, I want to be Andy Kaufman. Oh, I was trying to catch her, but I ran into a Geodude. Awesome. I don't understand how people can do this for a living. I'm having trouble just keeping this up for an hour. I never understood Mud Sport, because the majority of Pokemon that can learn that are already immune to it. Like, I understand it's a ground type attack, and you gotta give them ground type attacks, but, you know, it's a pretty awful ground type attack. It's like Water Sport, although more useless because water types don't have a flat-out immunity to fire types. Last Oddish. I want one later. Let's go Chuck, because Chuck can take these guys out easy. Sweet Scent's a very good move in recent games, especially once they incorporated the horde mechanic, because it brings in hordes. And actually, that's another concept that made Honey useful. Oh, sweet! I learned Supersonic, probably one of the second most annoying move in the game. The first annoying move is Confuse Ray, because it is a more successful Supersonic. But Confusion's the worst, because it teases you with success. But failure is a huge active detriment. And it gives you just enough helpless control that you get mad at it. Ah, the GameCube controller. It's so loud. Like, that was one thing, like, oh, they're giving GameCube support for the Wii U? That was my least favorite part of Super Smash Bros. Was how loud and annoying the controllers can get. Especially if you get into, like, competitive play when you're wave dashing and L canceling. And, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of competitive Super Smash Bros. In any of its facets. And I honestly think the people who are take it way too far, and then I can't have fun, and, you know, that kind of ruins the whole point of video games. Yeah, this one's Mega Punch. Oh no, it has Thief. I don't know what anything is anymore. In the Gen 1s, it was Mega Punch, but Mega Punch is like a normal type move, which is weird. It's like just a super heavy punch. I guess fighting type attacks are becoming rather common too. Ugh! Because really the only way to get rid of it is to just like switch out. Yeah, see, that's fucking annoying. Alright, put my hands. Send you out. I haven't sent you out in a while. Like, Supersonic's so annoying, and then you'll switch out and it's like, oh, I just happened to prepare Supersonic. At least Astonish doesn't affect Pack. Because it's a ghost type. I really do like how they justify some of the immunities. Like, ghosts and normals don't affect each other because they don't. Because normal things don't. Because ghosts are too supernatural to be involved in normal things. That took a while to get out of my mouth. That's what they said. Trying not to discriminate here on Prometheus MFD Let's Plays. Everyone's an asshole. Oh, I did not want to do that. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Oh no, Poison Sting. Oh right, type immunities. So ghosts and normals don't like each other, but then, you know, ground doesn't like electric types because it grounds the electricity. Which honestly doesn't make sense, because if you're up in the air, the grounding actually is what attracts the electricity more often. If you're up in the air, you're actually going to be less likely to be struck by lightning because there's no path for it to go after it's, hit you. The only reason tall objects get struck by lightning so often is because not only are they so high up and, creating an easier path of travel, but they're touching the ground, which is where the electricity wants to go. This is going to get annoying. This item use animation. I'm glad they took that out. So it's a bit... But the issue is that electricity doesn't do a whole lot of damage to the ground when it strikes. What's another type of immunity that I really like? Fighting, of course, doesn't hurt ghosts because the same reason that normal doesn't hurt ghosts, and that's just a real thing. Fighting against a supernatural thing. Flying... No! What? Fucking Rattatas, man! Just murder machines in here. Oh, there goes Marlo Briggs! We barely knew him. Like, we caught him just a little bit ago. Oh. Marlo Briggs. He had so much potential. Could have been great. Although, I don't think there's another gym leader that he could have helped with beyond Brock. But he could have helped us get through this. Friggin' murder Rattatas. No, just gonna power through with Chuck. Well, I'm not going back. But, what was another type of immunity? Flying, of course, is unaffected by ground because they're not touching the ground, and a lot of ground attacks are based on using the ground to hurt. defending Pokemon. It's another good type immunity. Metal is immune to poison because metal's not really a living thing, and thus, you know, poison can't affect it. Are ghosts immune to psychic? Or just heavily resistant? I think they're just resistant. Could have used you, Marlo. I'm never gonna get past four Pokemon, am I? Oh, that's gonna be the worst. And it's so, like, distressing when it's just against a random dude. And because you never see it coming, there's no build-up. And I guess that makes it all the more tragic. Because it does reflect real life and how death can just come at any moment's notice. You know, no warning, no build-up, and it's like... Oh, Moonstone. Too bad I don't have any... I'm probably not going to ever have anything to use it on. Oh, all these wild fights. I don't know why I call them all, like, wild fights. Because I've never called them that before today. They've always been random battles. I don't know, it's 4 in the morning. I've been up since 8 yesterday, and I probably should have gotten to sleep, but I got a pizza and some soda late at like 9 o'clock, so I'm still running on that. Don't eat food real late, guys. You'll stay up. It'll keep you up. I want to at least get through Mount Moon before I cut this session, because I can already tell there's going to be multiple parts. I don't know how I'm going to split it up yet. I'm going to do that all in post. You should know this. You've probably watched enough Let's Plays to... See, now Chuck has to carry us through this, because he's the only one who can take on rock types. So he's going to be past level 20 by the time... By the time we're about to face Misty and can start grinding, so I could get him up to like level 30 if I were to do so. But I mean, how much would that be worth? I think the biggest slog that this is gonna have is gonna be the SS Hand. Because I am going to have to go to every room and fight everyone in order to maintain the rules that I have set down. And while I haven't been exactly faithful to one of them, it's the others that I really want to keep. Onyx. Onyx is actually a really cool Pokemon. Steelix is a really cool Pokemon. Especially with its new Mega Evolution. I'm like, dang. Yeah, just take it out with a Metal Claw. Better safe than sorry at this point. I really just want to fight these guys as I go because... I can't make it back. I have to do this. Because once I leave Mount Moon and head into Cerulean City, then I'm stuck. So... Zubat! Why can't they replace Zubat with Zubats? I'm just like the two best friends play stuff. I really love. I think they're great. They're super entertaining all the time, and it's kind of impacted the way I speak in my day-to-day life. Like I'll say a hypist and like it's fine. Like a lot of the memes I'll just say as part of my normal vernacular because it's just become a rather large part of my life. Is there an item up here? There better be an item up here with how many friggin' Zubats I'm fighting. God, there is a ton of Zubats in this game. That's one thing X and Y did really well, is they did straight up variety. First time I went through it, I vowed to catch every Pokemon I could in each route, and it got to a point where I'm like, I'm still seeing new Pokemon, but I don't have any Pokeballs left, and yeah, there was a lot of variety in those. There's decent variety in Black 2 and White 2 as well. Mainly because they were allowing Pokemon from other generations in. Hey, Revive, that's useless. Can't use that. Oh, so many Zubat. Oh, Zephyr, learn a good attack soon. I can't stay. I hate switching you out like this. Nope, doesn't work. Fucking ghost fuckers. Pat should be evolving soon. Like, what, 16 or 17? I remember in Yellow when, you know, because it was a tie-in with the anime, you could catch, like, a level 5 Pidgey in Viridian Forest. Oh, getting there. I mean, if I get through this and I realize I forgot a trainer, I pretty much just have to use the escape, not even the escape route. I would have to, like, not go to Cerulean Gym, catch an Abra, and then... oh, shit. Murder Zubats. Or murder Rattatas. Like, I'm afraid now, because of these friggin' Rattatas and their critical hits. It was really bad in Generation 1 because your speed stat determined your critical hit. Oh no, Hyper Fang. But I think they took that out in Generation 2. Yes. Daryl. I keep wanting to call him Darwell. Don't know why. Or calling her Darwell, whatever. Like, it's all just an aesthetic difference at this point. Because I can't breed. That would violate the whole concept of receiving only one like, I could breed, but only breed once. Because an egg counts. I mean, if it's on your team, it counts. Is there anyone I can heal? Because I still have a decent amount of potions. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know. I can skip that. Heal him once more. Alright, awesome. Let's get out of this hellhole. Man, just... okay, I can understand why people get annoyed by the constant onslaught of Zubat and Geodude. I don't think the sturdy ability was introduced in Gen 3. I think that's a Gen 4 ability. And I hope, like, I severely hope it is. I hate sturdy. Like, I understand the point behind it, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, just let me fucking kill it. If I'm doing 200 more damage beyond its HP, it should be down. Nothing's that sturdy. Zephyr needs to learn a new attack beyond a new damaging attack, so I can stop switching him out for like Pat. I should switch out for Daryl, to be honest, but because Daryl can do more damage with Confusion, but I don't know how much I have left on Confusion. Plus, I kind of want Pat to evolve. My favorite bird Pokemon, though, is probably Fletchling. just because it becomes Fletchinder, and then oh, what's the final one? It's been a while. I stopped playing X and Y like 3 or 4 months ago. Just, you know, it became tedious. At this point in those, I'm just raising Pokemon to level 100 for the hell of it. Well, I can't take on the Clefairy very easily without Marlowe. Oh, Marlowe! Could have used you, buddy! But I had to get taken down by a friggin' Rattata. Metal Claw. Maybe I can trick it into thinking it's Gen 6. I mean, it almost is. Remake the Generation 3 remakes of Generation 1 and Generation 6. Oh, I don't know if I have an awakening. Oh no, this is bad. I may have to get out of here. Because sleep persists at the end of battle. Oh, thank God. Of course it's not gonna hit. Alright, I'm just gonna use Ember, get that stab, and get that special damage, even if I'm losing points in it. God, I can't believe Marlowe lost to a Rattata. Ah! Sing's pretty annoying against wild Pokemon, because they'll just straight up use it, and you're like, now I gotta do this, and I'm so glad Chuck has so much health. Thank you. Like, and the game will screw you over with sleep. Like, they will sleep to their death. God, I've never seen so many Clefairy. I don't know if they just up the encounter rate, or I'm just getting lucky because I can't catch them. I mean, this is the 3rd Clefairy I've seen since entering this cave. Chuck, because if I get put to sleep, I can tank the hits. I should have used Metal Claw. Like, see? I'm glad this is only in this part. Like, you get out of Mount Moon and you never see Sing ever again, for the most part, unless you're battling someone who uses it. But then, like, why would you use it unless to do Dream Eater? But most of the Pokemon that learn Dream Eater learn Hypnosis instead. I really like the Fairy type in Generation 6. I think it's great. I like it's like, I don't know. I compare it favorably as like Psychic 2.0 because it's, you know, a special based attack type that's good against fighting. But also, you know, you got the Dragon type in there, and it's weak against Steel and Poison, which makes sense thematically because, you know, fairies in a lot of mythology were injured by cold iron and destruction of the environment because they were tied to nature, which is why like Floette and its evolution are all flower based, even though they're fairies and not grass type. And Slurpuff is based on scent. And obviously you have the Pokemon that were in like the human shape and whatever. The you know, Gardevoir and the Jigglypuff and Clefairy and all that stuff. Also, I think Moonblast is a great attack. It just looks good. I would like if someone were to like demake Generation 6 into like Generation 3, I would be on board with that. I would help. I'm not great at like scripting or sprite work or animations, but I would help. Excuse me. Alright. Anything this way? Nothing apparent. This could be an item, isn't it? I think I missed an item earlier where I got the TM, but I really don't care, to be honest. I'm just doing this for funsies. I need to get out of this motherfucking cave. Oh, supersonic. And then I'm gonna switch out to like Hat, and he's gonna use supersonic again. Oh, much life. Awesome. Quick attack you to death! Quick attack your ass to the Milky Way. Milky Way. I'm so at a loss for what to say. I'm quoting, I'm quoting the ending theme to God Hand. Seriously, can I make it through like 10 steps without... It's become frustrating, and now I'm just bitching, and that's not entertaining. But at least I'm not like blaming the game for it. I mean, it's the nature of the beast. You know, I could have gone the Dark Side Phil route and be like, what? That's not fair. I'm not great, but I'm not Dark Side Phil. I'll say that much. Alright, you nerd. Oh, they're both yours, huh? Well, I guess I'm gonna have to beat you up and take them. Great. Actually, Grimer and Muck are like people are like, oh, Trubbish, it's such a bad Pokemon. It's just a garbage bag. I'm like, Grimer and Mush are literally living garbage. Just spawned from being garbage. Poison gas. I don't remember if poison's still super effective against Bug. Oh, it's just a status thing. Alright. I see. I believe I have more antidotes, though, so it should be fine. But in the first game, Poison was definitely super effective against Bug-type, which is why Weedle was the way to go. And I believe that may... Wow, I got some southern twang in there. I'm not even from the south. That meant that, Sunspore... Yeah. No, I didn't want to get rid of Harden. I'm using the D-pad on the GameCube controller, and it's tiny and not always responsive. But maybe that's the Game Boy player. What was I talking about? Shit. I need to get to bed, like, soon. I've been at this for well over an hour. What was I saying? Oh yeah, in the first generation, with Poison being strong and Fire being Red version being the way to go because it had Weedle. But then again, Blue version had Blastoise on the cover, and I think that version, like, I love early '90s Ken Sugimori art. It's great, like now, especially since it's it's all art. A lot of art nowadays is digital based, but back then, oh man, that was... I don't know if it was just because I first saw it as a kid and I'm nostalgic for it, but I think it brings the game, it makes the game more personal, because it's like, no, this guy who you've never heard of, yeah, smoke screens, it's an accuracy. Get rid of Scratch. It's like, oh, we didn't use a team of professional artists, we just used this guy. And it's great. Although Generations 1 and 2 had other problems. What fossil do I want? Dome. Oh, shit. Do this first. No. Because I think they're both water rock type. So I'm gonna go with Helix Fossil to get that Ammonite Amistar. And I'm not doing it because Twitch Plays Pokemon, because I didn't actually follow Twitch Plays Pokemon all the way through. I followed it at the very start and towards the end, and that's it. Because, man, just you get that many people together, and it just becomes awful. Like, I hate it when you get a group of people working towards a goal like that that's like non-consequential in real life, and then when you try and change it, it goes back to people taking their fandom too far. Let's get out of here. I did like in yellow version when Jesse and James and Meowth would accost you right at that exit. Oh, but yeah, that'll be it for this part. Finally outside of Mount Moon. Yeah, almost 3 hours into the game. So next time.